After serving as monarch for 70 years, Queen Elizabeth II died at Balmoral Castle on September 8, 2022 at the age of 96. The Queen was obviously extremely wealthy before she passed away. She owned lots of palaces, dozens of brilliant diamond tiaras, a solid gold piano, all of Hyde Park, and almost all of the swans in the United Kingdom. However, you might be curious about how much cash she actually had on hand and in the bank. Even though it's complicated because so much of what the Queen claimed to own actually belongs to the royal firm, we explain everything in this video. Let's now take a look at Queen Elizabeth II's net worth, her assets, and who it all goes to. Hello and welcome back to the Billion Club. Here we talk about the luxurious and glamorous lifestyle of the rich and the famous. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. Also, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to express yourself in the comment section. Let's get into the video. The Queen, also known as Princess Elizabeth of York, was the Duke and Duchess of York's first child. She married Prince Philip Mountbatten in 1947, and the couple went on to have 4 children: Prince Charles, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward. Elizabeth was just 25 years old when she succeeded her father, King George VI, as monarch of England. She was one of the most well-known royals in the world and held the position of Queen of England for more than 70 years. The Queen was literally living in a modern fairy tale. She had a life befitting one of the richest people in the world, living in one of the largest places on earth, wearing some of the finest luxury items, and having access to unlimited travel. Unfortunately, she did not directly own many of these luxuries. She was only able to enjoy a variety of possessions, including Buckingham Palace, which is constitutionally the property of the Crown, only because she was Queen. It's tricky to estimate a precise amount of the Queen's assets because some of her wealth is privately held, while others is part of the Crown estate. According to numerous estimates, the Queen is thought to have a net worth of $500 million, which is based on a review of her personal assets, money she received from her father, King George VI, investments, art collection, jewelry, real estate, and numerous other sources of income. Her wealth is shockingly dwarfed by that of other kings and queens. For example, the King of Thailand is thought to be worth between $30 and $40 billion, while Saudi King Salman is said to be worth $18 billion. Most of the Queen's personal funds come from her privy purse. The Queen's privy purse is essentially a portfolio of properties and assets held in trust since the 14th century, providing the Majesty with private income from the Duchy of Lancaster. At the end of March 2022, the Duchy of Lancaster had $652.8 million of net assets under its control, delivering a net surplus of $24 million. The royal family website states that the money made from this is used to pay expenses incurred by other members of the royal family in order to offset costs not covered by the sovereign grant. Additionally, the Queen earns a 25% annual profit from the Crown Estate. One of the biggest landowners in the UK, the Crown Estate owns parks, buildings, apartments, farms and woodlands. Regent Street is one of the most renowned streets in the world, and it runs through the heart of London's West End. The 1.25-mile-long street that passes through Piccadilly Circus and Oxford Circus and draws more than 7.5 million tourists annually is all considered to be part of the Crown Estate, making it legally Her Majesty's property, even though she was not entitled to any of the royalties from the numerous storefronts that line the street. The Crown Estate also holds about 250,000 acres of rural land in the UK, the majority of which is put to use for farming and mineral exploitation through leases or other agreements. In June, the Crown Estate announced a $312.7 million net revenue profit for the 2021-2022 financial year, $43 million more than the year before. As we mentioned earlier, 25% of this revenue is usually given to the monarchy, with the remaining 75% going to the British Treasury. Aside the Crown Estate, Queen Elizabeth II also had her own private real estate portfolio, which includes Sandringham House and Balmoral Castle, both of which are major historic structures. In 2016, Forbes cited a Czech luxury real estate agent with expertise in historic structures who estimated the value of Sandringham House in Norfolk, England at $65 million, while estimating the value of Balmoral Castle in Aberdeenshire, Scotland to be at least $140 million. These two structures are extremely noteworthy not only for their history, but also for the natural beauty that surrounds them. Additionally, the Queen has long had a deep love for horses. However, this affection extends beyond simply riding them. She is claimed to have had 30 horses in training and was a shrewd investor when it came to race horses. According to Harper's Bazaar, as of late 2017, her amazing stable of racing horses had brought in nearly $9 million over the previous 3 decades with their 451 race victories. Let us now turn our attention to the more materialistic part of her assets. The Queen rarely leaves home without her purse, which she actually uses as a communication tool with her staff. But she doesn't carry any old bag. Instead, she favors purses from high-end London designer Launa. According to the CEO of the company, she has 200 of their Royal and Traviata styles, which is about right. This is a really expensive collection of purses, costing about $2,500 each. Also, Queen Elizabeth II was without a doubt the owner of one of the biggest and arguably most valuable jewelry collections in the world. Sure, any queen worth her castle has to have a beautiful tiara, but Elizabeth had several. Among the numerous gleaming handpieces she inherited was the diamond diadem, which may be her most famous item in jewelry. She has 1,333 diamonds in total, including a 4-carat yellow diamond in the center. While the Queen has worn it to every state opening of Parliament since 1952, it was initially designed for George IV's elaborate 1821 coronation. The Queen was also in possession of the Great Star of Africa, officially known as Cullinan First, after South African mining tycoon Sir Thomas Cullinan. The gem measures 530.2 carats and is the largest clear-cut diamond in the world, with an estimated value of $51 million. It was given to Mary of Teck, the consort of George V and Elizabeth II, together with 6 other stones carved from a massive diamond discovered in South Africa decades ago, and is now integrated into the sovereign's scepter with cross. In addition, the Queen's collection features a collared diamond necklace which features a remarkable 22.48-carat drop-shaped diamond pendant, a South African necklace and bracelet, diamond earrings, over 200-year-old gemstones, a 23.6-carat uncut diamond from Tanzania, and a magnificent black snuff box set with diamonds. Among other noble jewelry handed to the Queen are the Prince Albert sapphire brooch, which is worth £4 million, and the Vladimir tiara, which is worth close to £1 million. Given that she worked as a truck driver and mechanic during World War II, it's hardly unexpected that the Queen was a bit of a car enthusiast. While she was most commonly seen driving her beloved Land Rover Defender, which she had roughly 30 of, her collection of cars extends far beyond that and is thought to be worth around $10 million. Her collection includes 3 Rolls-Royces, 2 Bentleys, a 1984 Jaguar Saloon, and a customized Range Rover LWB Landaulet with the royal flag and an open-air top. The Queen was also the owner of the biggest private art collection in history, with an estimated 1 million paintings, watercolors, sketches and prints. Many of the pieces in the collection belong exclusively to the monarchy, although some are personally owned by Her Majesty. There are portraits by Rembrandt, Michelangelo, and at least 600 drawings by Leonardo da Vinci among the collection's artworks. The royal collection also includes other objects like furniture and ornaments, including one of the largest collections of French furniture ever put together. Queen Elizabeth's eldest son, King Charles, ascended to the British throne on September 8, 2022 after her death. King Charles will not directly inherit the royal family's $28 billion assets, which include the Crown Estate, Buckingham Palace, the Duchy of Cornwall and the Duchy of Lancaster, but he will inherit all of the Queen's personal assets. In conclusion, the Queen was incredibly wealthy. Did you previously believe her net worth to be far higher than this? Let us know in the comments. Also, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.